Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here. Hopefully, you guys all enjoyed your weekend, and hopefully, you guys won some pretty good money as well on NFL on Sunday. Anyway, we are looking ahead to today's single game for Monday, and yeah, it's kind of an interesting one. Cleveland and New York Jets here. I think it's a 47.5 total as I'm talking, and Cleveland by 6. Yeah, anyway, yeah, we're gonna go over it. Some of the picks I like. It was gonna be, two or three different captains that I'm liking. So if you guys are playing multiple lineups, um, I definitely do suggest, yeah, playing different guys out there. So, um, yeah, that is mostly it. As normal, we have NBA coming up here in just a couple of weeks. We'd love to have you guys come join us for that. Got NFL and college football as well. To get in any of that, just let us know on Twitter, message us, and we'll get you all set up. All right. So anyway, yeah, like I said, we have an amazing Monday night game here with the Cleveland and New York. This should be a good one here. So, um, anyway, right away, most of you guys should know Darnold is going to be out. He has some issues going on with his health. So anyway, Trevor Simeon, MVP from the Broncos, is going to be playing in this one here. Um, So yeah, I mean he didn't have much success over there with some half decent players there with Sanders and Philip Lindsay. So I don't know how he's gonna do over here with the Jets here. Um, he does have Le'Veon Bell. Bell is questionable. They do expect him to play here. My big thing with Bell, he is questionable. I feel like maybe Cleveland might be stacking. Um, to against the run. And Bell does catch a little bit out of the backfield, but I don't know, man. Just Simeon, I mean, he did it with a little bit with Lindsey. So if you're gonna go Bell, that's up to you guys. I just don't know if I want to go Bell here. Like I said, he's banged up. Plus, he's facing Cleveland, and I just don't know how much the running game is really going to get going here, since Cleveland's not too worried about the wide receiver area, and obviously the guy throwing the ball is not too dangerous. So. Uh, I just don't know how much Bell's going to get free. Maybe 65 yards here total on the ground. Maybe a touchdown if he gets lucky, but I'm not personally going to pay for it. I know Henry had a pretty good game against them last week, but Cleveland, I think they got a little bit of confidence against the Jets here. But yeah, like I said, Cleveland, as we all know, they did not look good last week at all. But who knows? Maybe Bell can go off. But I do expect Cleveland to stack the line here, and I expect a better game from Cleveland. Everybody does. So I'm probably not going to go Bell. We got Odell Beckham. For sure, you can put him as a captain spot. Baker Mayfield should have a little bit easier game here in this one against the Jets. Don't know how much he's going to throw, maybe 230, 240 yards in this one, maybe a couple runs. So Mayfield and Odell, obviously, like both of them in your lineup, and both of them at the captain position. Like I said, definitely switch them around a little bit. You got Nick Chubb here. He might hit you 85 yards rushing in this one. Jets not too bad against the run game, but I do like Nick Chubb in this one quite a bit. He should get your goal line touchdown. Hillard is going to be out. He's the one who stole it last week, so I don't mind Chubb. Like I said, you can put him in the captain spot as well. Then you got Landry coming out of the slot. Had 7 targets last week, so you can look at him as well. Don't think he'll be doing too much, but I still think he can get you, anywhere from 4 to 6 receptions, and obviously PPR, that's a point per reception. So I think gets you around 11 to 13 points there. And then, like I said, we got Simeon. I'm personally not going to play him. Maybe he has a half decent game here, but I'm probably not going to trust that one. You got Jamison Crowder. He had 24 his first time out. That's because he had a ton of receptions. Darnold loved him, but obviously Darnold's not here, so I don't know how this combo is going to go here. Maybe put him in there, but I just don't know how this passing game is going to really hold up here. So I'm personally probably not going to put him in there. Get David Njoku. Sorry about that. He's not too bad in the red zone. You can look at him. He's really not a bad play at $8,700. You can go GPP and put him as your captain since he could get a touchdown there in the red zone. It's either him or Chubb. Browns defense, I think, will be relatively popular. I know they're not the greatest, but they are facing Cleveland here, so they should hopefully get you anywhere from 7 to 9 fantasy points if that's the way you're rolling. And then we got Seibert. Yeah, that's how you say it. Seibert out of Alabama. I got him for around 5 to 6 fantasy points in this one. Same as Sam Fecken. Is he even playing? I forgot. Did he get cut? My bad. Signed a contract. Okay, so he is not the one who got cut. Okay, so the only thing bad about him is, are they really going to get to the red zone enough for him to, not even the red zone, to the 35-yard line for him to kick a couple field goals? Maybe he might get you 5 or 6 as well. I mean, maybe take a shot with him. Jets defense, not really into it. If Higgins is out, you can look at Ratley. He's not going to get you too much. He's just a place filler, $2,700. He might get you, as you see, he's only going to get maybe anywhere from 1 to 3 targets in this one. So even if he gets you what he did last week, he's still going to hit value for you. So that's only if you're really stacking up on the big boys. So I don't mind Ratley if you're stacking that way. Another guy here is Griffin. Simeon might have to pass it off to his tight end since he might be pressured a little bit, and he's relatively safe as well. Saw 4 targets that first game out. He's not going to get you a ton of points. Another one of those guys, just to punt the position away. And then if you just need some cheap Dearness Johnson here, like I said, Hillard is out, so he's going to be the backup. Don't expect a lot from the dude. The first game he actually did half decent, so if you can get you that again for only $300, it's definitely not too. $200 is definitely not too bad. So I do like the Ernest Johnson. Sorry, if you are going and playing some GPPs, that definitely lets you stack Cleveland side for sure. So Ratley and Johnson are my two um, cheap options, and then like I said, you got Griffin if you can't get Ratley. Uh, like I said, if Higgins is playing, that changes it a little bit. Higgins not going to get a ton of receptions, but might hurt Ratley just a little bit. So, yeah, some of my main guys I'm looking at, obviously, like I said, Mayfield at the captain spot, Nick Chubb a little bit, Odell Beckham, David Njoku, all 4 of those guys, you can switch them around at the captain spot position. Um, Also, like I said, don't mind the Browns defense. Ryan Griffin for cheap. Ernest Johnson, cheap throwaway as well. Maybe Austin Seiberg if you want to go that way. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there. Probably got to put in, unfortunately, got to put in Griffin probably in a lineup just to, because you can't have obviously all Browns. So, but yeah, some of mine have Griffin and Johnson in there, and then once you get those guys in there, it just helps you out get all the big boys in there. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Um, if you don't want to go Johnson, you don't have to. You can easily take him out and go to David Njoku if you want to. I do like that quite a bit. So if you don't want to take a shot with 2 cheap guys with Johnson and Griffin, you could always just go one cheap guy and maybe have to get rid of one of the bigger guys like Landry or something like that and put in Njoku or something. So that's that's kind of what we're looking at. Like I said, kind of a shorter video, not too much to really look at. Should be a slow one-sided game, but who knows? Like I said, Cleveland looked terrible week 1. I do expect him to clean it up a little bit here against the Jets, but I don't expect a high scoring game. I really don't. It's a 47 total. I think maybe it might be like 21-10 or something around there. I just don't expect it to be the highest scoring game. But that's just me. So anyway, that is mostly it. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, Mayfield, Beckham, Chubb, um, all those guys in your captain spot, and then Njoku in a GPP in the captain area if you want to go that way. And then, like I said, definitely watch a little bit of the Higgin news. Maybe Ratley comes open if you want him for 2 or 3 fantasy points. So that is mostly it. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video, and we will see you guys a little bit later.